All right, we got the chess tactics starting at 800 as we do. So it's going to be easy for a bit. This is good though, because when you get to the higher stuff, you sometimes miss very basic moves. Like they come at you with their queen and it takes you a while to realize their queen is just hanging. You can just take it. So like I can just take this bishop. Seems good. I don't know. I can take the bishop. So here we are in check. We have two escape squares fundamentally with this pattern. And the question is which one? Well, this one's illegal. So we go over here. This is the only move. Wait, what? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, see, I was just talking about it. The queen is hanging. I was just talking about it. You just don't expect such a dumb move. Well, I don't, so this happens. This happens, that's why we're here. Holy Jeebus. All that talk. Sweet Jeebus. And good lord, they need to make it so you can push a keyboard button to go to the next puzzle. So we got ideas like this. That looks very good to me. We gotta take this off. We have a check and a mate. That's good stuff. It's not good stuff. White to move. White to move. White to move. We go here. Black to move. Black to move. Just taking... Well, I think we take, and then we have this fork. Forkaroonie with the bishop. Good forkaroonie. Here... What do we do here? Well, we got this move. Followed by this. That looks strong. I'll do it. I would... If this were a hard puzzle, I would think a lot more about... Do I have better moves? So... Here is checkmate. Yeah. So... Okay. King's a little tight over there. But I don't have a good way to activate this rook. Here, then what? Then what? You know what I mean? How about... I'm probably missing something obvious, but... let's just... It's usually the obvious moves that work for these lower rated puzzles. Okay, there we go. That's the way. That is the way. And let's do this, and let's do this, and then let's do this. That works nicely. Black to move. Next move is here in checkmate. White to move. They're not giving me the like how many a row I got or whatever. So I'm just gonna kind of autopilot it. I need to save my energy for later when they get hard. I'm gonna autopilot a bit, not think too much, because I will, even if I miss a few, I will progress pretty rapidly. What's going on? I'm black. That happens. And we just promote, and it's pinned. And... Forkaroonie. We can just take the knight. Easy peasy. Black to move. No, this is a thing. Yeah, this is a thing. Whoa. Because I thought we were going to have the fork after. Now we immediately have double check options and stuff. And actually, this is checkmate. Oops. That's what happens when you autopilot. So, Checkmate. Coming on the next move there with the rook. Checkmate. Checkmate. This will be checkmate, yeah. Alright, here. I mean, tempted just to do this, but what's the follow-up? What is the follow-up? I don't know. I don't know, but it's gotta be that, just because it's easy puzzle. Oh yeah, we just do, no? What am I missing? Ah, the bishop. I wasn't looking at the bishop. So black to move. And we're getting the king. We win the king. Black to move. I think this is just you trade it off and then you push the pawn. And we're a little faster because they had to get the king out of the way. And then we'll be protecting, stopping them from promoting. It'll be great. We'll win. Checkmate. Got my eyes on this, but yeah, let's do this. No. I had a line in my head, but it was kind of complicated. Takes. And bishop here, they just block. Wait, no, that's, sorry, they don't, wait, what? I'm confused. Yeah, I miscalculated. And what was the correct thing? Correct thing, take with the rook. Okay, we're starting to get a little less obvious as we climb. Occasionally less obvious. What's the deal here? We have a check. I like that one. I like that because we're going to checkmate on the next move. Maybe. Actually, they take with the pawn, and then we take at least a rook. I'm not sure exactly. But here this is a distraction tactic. Getting the king away from protecting the rook. Here, I think this is checkmate. That's good. Back to move. We're gonna checkmate with the queen here. Actually, I think just bringing the rook in, because all of this is blocked off. So just block and then checkmate. We don't have this, and what else? This check could be annoying for them. Yeah, I think this is checkmate. They don't have this square because of my rook. Okay, so obviously we can take the queen. Is there a better move? I think there's not a better move. Now here, do we want to take this bishop first? This is the puzzle. Which one do you take? Now we're at a low rating, and this one is more obvious. So I'm kind of leaning with that, but instinctively I want to take this. For some reason I can't. Well, because I still have the tempo here. Yeah, and we don't want the rook to be. The rook here is ugly. So, oh, I'm in check. Well, that narrows it down. All right. Sack seems. We got the bishop here, so this is gonna be good. Probably checkmate. 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 So we fork and we win the rook. However, this is coming flying down the board. Gotta think about that. I think I have to do this though. Is this fast enough? Oh, because I'm protecting the knight. So this just looks too obvious to do anything else. Then checkmate. Black to move. Covering these squares already, and this one with the pawn. So this is their only escape square. But I think we just pin the rook, and they cannot defend it. So we win the rook. We get the X-ray through their rook. Looking at this, that looks like checkmate. So this is only a puzzle because you have other, like, a lot of other check moves, you know. And you just gotta see, like, oh, well, this is a common pattern. If the king and the queen are like this, it's only these two escape squares. Important to remember. However, if these squares are blocked by something, then they might be able to escape to one of these squares. So you gotta remember these kind of patterns. Helps you think more quickly. I think we're going here. If they had blocked, we take. They didn't block, but we can take like this, and we're winning. Okay, so this is a common pattern. The pawn is pinned. We can take advantage of that. A lot of puzzles like that. Thinking here. And we got this to win the queen. No, we just take the queen, I think. Ooh, I didn't see that, but we're taking a bishop. That gives check, but I lose the queen. This gives check, and I don't lose something. Probably here. I'll be checkmate on the next move. Black to move. This looks very strong. But let's see, they come here. And then I come here, and that should be checkmate. That's a nice check. I'm guessing that's it. Though I don't see, you know, the point. So I'm going to think a little more. Let's just do it. And, okay. The point is we just come in on this square with the queen. And it's already checkmate, actually. So we can take this rook. They take back. Then we fork. Black to move. Let me take a sip of the coffee. Whew, almost 1400. That was quick. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Layman check. Probably we're taking with the bishop. Thing is, they take with this rook, and everything is looking like it's horrible. Take this way, and we're checking. And everything is beautiful. Oh, they took that way. Well, we go like this, and then we go like this, and that's great. That's a good puzzle for that level. Nice little puzzle. A lot of people knee-jerk reaction take back with the bishop. Just gotta think a little more than that. Beautiful bishops lined up there. Very nasty. However, we have this. This is always the Achilles heel of these bishops against the rook. So you might not want to line up. Be careful lining up your bishops. Just take. They do the check. It's pointless. Is it pointless? This looks ugly, huh? So we gotta block it. That's fine. We block it. All right. I'm looking at this. This looks good. We're gonna queen. Immediately I see this and then take. They might block. I don't see what else to do. No. There was also, I was looking at this, but I don't see the point. I mean, they could just, couldn't they move away? We have other problems if they move away, I guess. Not sure if they moved here. I guess rook out. Anyway, we're going like this. This was the puzzle. I missed that one. Okay. We have a checkmate. 3 moves. Mate in 3. Alright, black to move. This bishop is hanging. We can take it. Is there anything else? Any other problems? I don't see any problems. Take the bishop. Take back. Is that it? Is that that's a puzzle? 1191? Why is this puzzle 1191? I don't know. Mystery. All right. So we got this. Our bishop is protected. Anything else? There's this move, which is also protecting. Well, if the pawn doesn't need protecting, but I'm gonna leave. If I go here, I'm losing this bishop. Then I would take the bishop. It's tricky. I'm betting it's here. If this were blitz, I would take, but because it's a puzzle, there, and then boom. If it were blitz, I would have taken the bishop with the pawn, but if it were rapid, I would have had a good think, and I think I would have done the same thing I did. So here we fork, win the bishop. Okay, puzzles are getting harder. That's good. Fork and win the bishop, I thought. We probably have a mate. Okay, we probably have a mate. Just here. Is that already mate? There you go. I guess I need to start thinking more along these lines. Yes, I win a bishop. However, then the game was equal-ish. And that should have been a hint that there was something better. I gotta start thinking like that. So this looks hard to meet. As in, it's the end of the game. And now we've got sack ideas. This kind of stuff. It's probably one of those two. It's probably a question of order. Which order do you do things? I'm gonna go with this. It's a little more forceful, I think. Then if they had taken, we just take here, and then this threat of the queen coming here, I don't see what they would have done against it. However, they've just moved it, obviously, but now we just go in like this. Those are a little tricky. Black to move. So I'm looking at this move. King comes here, probably. I'm not sure after that. Do we have a better move? Here, right? That's the move. Immediately, this is checkmate. Okay. Hanging bishop. We got stuff lined up against the king, but we also have some potentially vulnerable pieces. This is an option. If I were playing a game, I probably would already play this because I want to get that rook out. Being a puzzle, we got to think a little more than that. It's possible that that's the answer. Just because if they move after they move the bishop away, we have ideas of the rook taking here, and it's just everything's looking quite strong for black. So it could be the answer. I don't really see anything stronger for the moment. Typically, though, these puzzles at this level will have a better move than this. So am I missing something important? I don't know, honestly. It feels like a 40% chance of being this. No, it was not that. Show solution. Okay, that's a good checkmate. I did not consider that move. I did not consider it. Good lesson. That was a 1595 rated puzzle. All right. This is looking strong. Is that checkmate? I think it's checkmate. All right. If I'm going to attack the king, this is an escape square we got to handle. I mean, there's ideas like this. Is it strong enough? Do we have better stuff? Possibly, we could do this first. However, I think they'll move their knight, and then they'll solidify this rank. So I'm going to go with this. And actually, maybe this is the way. I think this is the way. Oh, wait. That opened up the rook. What are we doing? What is going on here? Okay, this and then just take the rook. Okay. Take the rook. That's good. White to move. We can take the queen because the pawn is pinned. Hold on 1 second. So, black's move. Promotion ideas. They stop my ideas like this, but I come in with the rook here. I think it looks good. If they promote, we're gonna win it. Okay, I think this is we're gonna checkmate on the next move here, or like that. All right, we have ideas here. Takes, fork. We win in exchange, and it looks. I don't think we can do better. We don't have a lot of pieces over here, so no, that was not it. You know what? Similar idea, different order. Throw this in first. I need to start doing this. Come up with an idea. I said it's just an exchange. See if you can flip the idea upside down. This combination leads to this fork. Do the fork first. Boom, boom. That's got to be it. Boom, boom. I got to start flipping ideas upside down. This looks like checkmate to me. What's this? What is this one? We have, this looks strong. This is so strong, I think they're going to sack their queen to stop it. No. Possibly, no. Wait, I just missed the checkmate. Oops. Whoops. All right, we can block. Got some potential ideas here, but I don't think so. This, I think we take here. But what happens after this? This is always the question. So bishop g4, bishop g5, and we just move back. Oh, I won a piece. Okay, I won a piece. Sounds good. Sounds good. Makes sense. All right, black to move. What's up here? What is up? Oh. Looking at the wrong things. Okay. I'm still going to go autopilot today. Yesterday I was focusing more. Today I'm going to autopilot until I get to at least over 2,000. I'm looking at just blocking here. That's good. So this is a big threat. I don't see it. I'm going autopilot, and then what is the point here? I'm facing a big threat. Do I have any interesting ideas here? Ah, the rook. Bring in the rook. Let's checkmate. Cool. So, I just want to do this so bad. I can't stop myself. And then take the knight, I guess. Are we trapped? Oh no. No, we're not. Come back here. So this might be about winning the queen or checkmating the king. I'm thinking here. King moves here. We trade and then I promote. I think that's the idea. That was nice. Black to move. Looking at this. We don't have this. No. If the queen gets distracted, the knight is hanging. I don't know. I don't know this one. Just, no, we don't take the... Oh, no, we don't. Maybe... No. What is the point? What is the idea here? What is the idea? Oh, maybe. No. I don't know. I don't see it. Wait. Now I see it. Now I see it. Okay. I don't know. It took me a while for some reason. Checkmate. Easy checkmate. Why is that 1573? I don't know. So we have double check ideas. However, this is also looking strong, blocking these two squares. These squares are screwed. These squares are screwed. Is that checkmate? I think it's checkmate. Alright, white to move, and the king is looking very, very awkward. We have this nice bishop move here. And they probably have to move here. Then the queen comes in. But then they escape. But then I take here. I think it looks good. Do I have another... let's do it. I don't have this. I don't know why I was thinking. I was miscalculating. And we just take the bishop potentially. Or, you know what? I think this is checkmate, actually. Let's do that. So, white to move. We have this check. We have... Knights are a little awkward-ish, but I'm not sure if I can do anything about that. This might be... not sure here. I think I'm missing the point, probably. Need to figure out the point of the puzzle. Now, wait. Maybe, hold on. I'm gonna try it. Here and then check is looking pretty good. Yeah, because we're gonna promote. Good. Alright, and bishop is hanging. Queen is under attack. Yeah, it's one of these. Check and mate. This bishop move looks somewhat good, and then checkmate. Okay, we have a runaway pawn here. We can promote that, so let's do that. Let's promote that. That's easy peasy. Here we also have runaway pawns. King is looking awkward. Here, checkmate. No, they move here. Here and then checkmate. Very awkward king. Possibly just here. Sorry, here. I think that's unstoppable. We can check. We can distract the queen first. Just distract the queen and then take. Almost checkmate. Saharnaz, hello, how's it going? How you doing? I think this is strong. Yeah, I think this is better. Then we come here, and it should be checkmate. Good, good. I forgot to turn on ultra latency. All right. Looks strong. Do we have better? Yeah, I'm good. Good, good, good. Where are you from, Saharnaz? What's the follow-up? I don't see the follow-up here. Otherwise, we have this, but... Ah, I'm so dumb. Why? I miss this a lot, actually, this pattern. I don't know why. I do not know why. Iran, nice. Lately I've been... you're the second person lately from Iran to come. I'm American, but I live in Japan. I have a lot of Iranian friends in America for some reason. Quite nice people. Maybe? I don't know, because they're skipping here. But then I win the rook, and I'm promoting soon. Okay. If you have any suggestions on the board, by the way, feel free. Okay, this is a move, but they protect this square 3 times. But I think this is good, because I'm going to checkmate right here. Here, maybe... Maybe. Oh, you love Japan. Nice. Yeah, I've been in Japan maybe 13 years. I'm fluent in Japanese. Actually, I started studying Japanese like 15 years ago, and like 10 years ago, I worked as a translator a bit. My Japanese is not perfect, but it's good. Is this the idea? That will open up to just take the rook, I think. That could be the answer. Just take the rook, or do we... This looks better. This is getting to be checkmate soon. I don't know the game. Oh, you don't know chess? Okay, so I don't want to take here because takes and then they take back, and I'm down in exchange. So we want to take here first. And now, interesting. I think I just take here. And then we probably take... but we want to stay protecting this knight. If we go here, they go here. We just have the same problem as before. Okay, well, now's your chance to learn. The bishops move diagonally. So, like... Okay, so the only piece that can jump over other pieces is the knight. So, like, the bishop right here can capture, can take this pawn. You can move here, here. It can move here. It cannot move here because you cannot capture your own piece. It can move here, and then it's blocked. It cannot move on these squares. So that's the bishop, moves diagonally. The rooks move horizontally and vertically, okay, as many squares. And again, they don't jump over anything. So the rook can come here. It cannot capture the king. That would be ridiculous. And it cannot go past here. My name is Steven. People here usually call me UV, but you can call me either one. And yeah, so the rooks and the bishops, fairly straightforward. Pawns move forward, but they capture diagonally. So it could capture like this if it moved all the way up the board like this. There's another rule with the pawns. This is where they start. They can move 2 squares, just only on the first move. And there's another complicated rule with the pawns called en passant, but you see that rarely. But just remember, there's this rule called en passant. You can learn it later. Don't worry about it in the beginning. And then the knights, they move in an L shape. So this is going to move here, and they jump over pieces. So the knight movement is a little complicated. If I didn't have pieces here, it could move there as well. This kind of L shape. So you see these like kind of circle. If it could, like if the knight were here, it would be able to move to these squares. But because it's on the edge of the board, obviously it can't move down. And that's most of it. My name is Saharnaz. It means beauty of the sunrise. Cool. That's nice. Yeah, I do a lot of language learning, and on this channel as well. And I've been doing a lot of Duolingo. Unfortunately, Duolingo doesn't have Farsi. We were looking for it, because I would be interested. So no Farsi, unfortunately. I have a different language learning thing that does have Farsi. It's called Pimsleur, but it's not really good for streaming because it's all audio. Okay, so what is the solution here? I don't know, actually. Oh, I think, okay, we're taking the pawn, and then because we have quite a strong attack here lined up, I think that's the way. And I didn't mention the queens. The queens move like the bishops and the rooks combined, so they can move vertically and horizontally, and they can move diagonally also. So the queen is the strongest piece. And these are kind of advanced puzzles. But chess is so great because of these tactical puzzles. It's quite fun. But I see we have checkmate here, so I'm going to take this pawn. And I take here, and the king, after I take here, the king cannot escape. So that is, as you probably know, that is the objective, is to kill the enemy king. Alright, and this is checkmate right away. So the idea is, if I move my queen here, the king cannot escape. Any of these squares, and it will get attacked by the queen, so I'll just do it. Uh-oh, I'm in check, so I have to move first. I have to move first, but let's see. What can I do? Yeah, this is actually the way because it is blocked. Next time I have a checkmate, I'll show you exactly why it's checkmate. It's just, checkmate is just where the king has no escape, basically. I think we're going to checkmate like this. Okay. So yeah, the king has no escape. It cannot take his own pieces. If it moves here or here, I'll just take it with the rook. If it moves here, it gets taken with the rook. So this is the end of the game. Black lost here. And you know, some checkmate patterns are like 7 moves and stuff, so... But it's not only, these puzzles are not only about checkmate patterns, it's just making good moves, basically. So it can be very general. But probably more than half of them are about checkmate, about winning the game immediately. But let's see, so this is a check. So check is when you threaten the king, but they can move away easily. So I'm not sure yet what the answer is. And every puzzle really has a main idea, at least one main idea. So it's important to me, before I start moving, I really should know what the main idea of the puzzle is. Like, this is a tempting move. If the king moved here, I would easily checkmate them on the next move. But if they move here, I don't see immediately what... Oh, well, one thing is that I can take this rook for free. However, and then I need to look. They have this bishop and this queen here. They'll come here, and that's actually checkmate. So that can't be the answer. That's not good enough. Farsi is a little hard to learn, and I love learning English too these days. Oh yeah, I'm learning German as well. Deutsch, yeah. I'd like to learn German. I think right now my #1 priority is probably German. And second is Korean or Chinese. I speak a little Chinese. So... And I'm pretty fluent in French. I lived in France for a couple years. So I'm, yeah, kind of hardcore language learner. I want to learn a lot of languages. Okay, so what's going on here? I don't see the answer to this puzzle. Maybe after this... wait. Then I have this move with the queen. That should be really strong. Yeah. I think this is going to be okay. I think we want to move the queen here. Oh, that was the answer. See, isn't that cool? Like, I love this kind of stuff. And this is a harder puzzle, so what happened with this puzzle, most of the people completing this puzzle did not think it out from the beginning. Here's the beginning of the puzzle. They didn't think, oh, I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to move the queen here. The vast majority of them, I can guarantee. They just moved this without thinking because it looks nice. And then the king moved here. And then they're like, well, I can take the rook. But if they thought about it enough, they see, well, then I'm getting checkmated on the next turn. So probably most people, they stop here and they think for a while. Because this move is a little less obvious, right? There's a lot of possible moves on the board. And moving the queen all the way over here is one of the less obvious moves. But it does give a check. And the idea is that after you check here, and the king moves here, then the queen can come in here, and I think that's checkmate already. So nice little puzzle there. Okay, most of them I don't have to think that long, but so I think we're just going some. I don't see it yet, and if I do that, my queen is getting taken. Under normal circumstances, this would be a strong move, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting checkmated if I do that. What is the point here? Yeah, I don't see this one yet. I'm going to take a little while to think about this. Positionally, this looks like a nice move. Kind of disconnecting the queen from protecting the bishop. And we're also, this is a mild threat because we'll be hitting this escape square for the king. However, that does not look strong enough to me to be the answer. Am I missing something obvious? That happens sometimes. I think maybe the idea of this puzzle is they've got these 2 pawns. Oh yeah, if the pawns get to the end of the board, you can promote them. And you can have any piece you want. Usually people want a queen because that's the strongest piece. So yeah, these pawns are a bit dangerous because they're getting close to getting to the end of the board for them. And my pawns move this way, and their pawns are moving down this way. Yeah, I just don't see this one. So... but you know what? Another idea is here, just because I'm now threatening to come here. And I think that's a very strong attack against the king. If they move here, we have this move that wins the queen. So possibly it's a very simple move. They might come back to protect. I don't know. This puzzle has me stumped. Puzzle has me stumped. I do not know. Yeah, I don't think this is right, but there we go. And the other idea I had was here? No. What's the answer? Okay, I talked about that move. Oh, okay. So that's a strong move. Okay, the idea is that... Okay. I talked about this move, but I thought I was getting checkmated. But the idea is that there's a defense. So this is a kind of puzzle I need to work on. Because, okay. Interesting. Probably it's this. And we checkmate. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna go a little more autopilot for a while. What's the answer? There first, okay. Just a little autopilot. This has gotta be good, right? Maybe here. I think we're gonna do this probably. Now we have this. Okay, this wins a queen. Probably take here first. And I don't know. Do not know. Tempted to go here. Actually, this is really strong, right? Because we're stopping that. We're blocking the escape square. However, then they come here. Could go there, and then are they getting checkmated after that? I think. Maybe. Here, maybe. What am I missing? What am I missing? This was another option, I guess. Is that strong enough? This is also an option. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. I did not see the answer. Okay. Problem is, the problem is that some of these puzzles, yeah, they do natural looking moves, they get themselves into trouble, and then they do a deep think and figure out the answer. Whereas I think first, I see that the natural looking move gets you into trouble, and then, yeah. I guess here first? No. Interesting and boring at the same time. I guess so. This is an idea, this is an idea. Both of these are attacking the king. Probably they move back. If we want to do this with the queen, then they don't have any way to move back. So the only ways, they can only save their king by moving the knight here or by moving the pawn here. If they move the knight here, we just take it. Sorry, we just take it and it's the same situation as before. If they block, well, we have this knight attacking that square, so we just, boom, come in with the queen, and that will be checkmate. So they're going to get checkmated no matter what. Now this is an X-ray tactic, so the idea is that this rook, this rook cannot move here, 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 or here. But through an X-ray, we call it an X-ray, it is in a way defending the square. So the idea is I could take here, they take back, and I take, but actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't, yeah, it's X-ray combined with, no. I was going to say it's X-ray combined with moving the bishop here, but probably I had to move the bishop here first. I think we move the bishop here first. Then we come here. Is that it? Maybe we just take. We just take. And here, I think. Because the king is screwed. They can block, we take. They block, and we take, and it's checkmate. So, yeah. I kind of fumbled. Take with check here. Looks nice. I want a magical chess game in Harry Potter. There's a lot of variants of chess. I think this is strong. They're checking me though, so we either take back with the rook or with the queen. I'm gonna go with the rook. And probably, I think we can, no, we move here. And we're gonna win this. We're just winning after this. So these chess puzzles are a bit complicated for if you're new to chess. This is checkmate. So you can see like it takes a while before you see this immediately. Like the knight is stopping, protecting these squares. So this is called a sacrifice because the rook is worth a lot more than a pawn. We have kind of a point system. It's not part of the rules of chess or anything, but people generally say like the rook is worth 5 points and the pawn is worth 1 point. So this is not an obvious move. They take back. So we lost material, but now the rook coming in here is almost checkmate, except they just block, and then we take, and then it's checkmate. So a little less obvious, especially if you're still learning how the pieces move. Okay, so my rook is hanging, which means it's not protected when we say the rook is hanging. So that's a problem. So I immediately I can see that the knight moving here does two things. It protects the rook and it attacks the king. And in fact, I think that's checkmate. So we'll do that. That is checkmate. Okay, here we have a double check situation. So if I take here, remember the pawns capture diagonally like this. And this will put the king in check. It's being attacked. But moving the pawn here also opens up the rook. The rook will be attacking as well. So we call this double check. And what it means is if a king is in double check, the only thing it can do is move out of it. Because normally when you check the king, there's a lot of things they can do. They can block. They can capture the piece that's checking the king. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of options. But double check is special because this is not part of the rules of chess. This is just logically speaking. If the king is attacked by two pieces at the same time, so if it's attacked by two pieces at the same time, capturing this rook, it will still be attacked by the pawn. If they capture the pawn, it'll still be attacked by the rook. There's no way to block both of them at the same time. So logically speaking, the only thing it can do is to move out of the way. So I haven't thought about the continuation after that, but this is already looking like an extremely strong move. Okay, and then now they could have just taken the pawn because that's a king move also. So this would be checking the king. I think that's pretty strong. Let's do that. No, that was not the answer. Oh, I see now. We go here, they take the pawn, and then probably here. This is good enough. And that's checkmate. Yeah. Black to move. Okay. So we have a lot of pieces. We have nice pieces lined up against their kings. There might be something about... It might be a checkmate pattern. We also can just take their queen. I'm going to go for that, I think. No, that was not the answer. We can also take the bishop. Let's see. Let's just see the answer. I screwed up. We take the rook. And then we take the queen. Why do we take the rook first? I do not know why we take the rook first. So I can also do an analysis here where the computer will help me. So let's see. If I just take this queen, then bishop takes g3. Bishop takes g3. Ah, the bishop takes my queen back. So I didn't see that their bishop was attacking my queen. So I missed the point of the puzzle. The point of the puzzle is if you take their queen, they can take your queen. So what you do is you first use your queen to take their rook, and after they take back, then you take their queen. So you took a queen and a rook, and they only took a queen. And so that's good for you. That is the point. Good. So black to move. So we're going to go like this, I think, and then we're going... So this is a fork now. So if I move the queen here, I'm attacking two pieces at the same time. And they have to deal with the check. Actually, hold on. They can deal with the check by moving this back. Actually, this is a better fork. Hitting the rook and the knight. That might be the answer. That is the answer. Okay. Cool. So I won a piece. Okay. So if I sacrifice here, takes here. I think it's good. Maybe this, so you can turn the order upside down sometimes. Yeah. There's the other order. The sack might be good. My queen is being attacked. Possibly here. What happens? Takes. Takes, I think. That won't be strong enough. Maybe here's good. A lot of options. If I do something like move here, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't do this in a game, but my gut is telling me this is the answer. Some weird ideas after that. It's just not strong enough. They go back here. I don't see the follow-up. I think I'm gonna lose this puzzle. Looks like a war and you should protect the queen. Yeah. But, I mean, number one priority, you gotta protect the king. But then queen, yeah. Queen is your strongest piece, so you gotta protect it. So the queen is the strongest piece, but it has this enormous vulnerability that when it's attacked, like any piece can attack it and you have to take it quite seriously. The fact that you're protecting it is not enough. And I think I'm going to lose this puzzle. I just don't really see the answer to this puzzle. Wait, maybe... Oh, maybe this weird looking move. I like this move now. Yeah, that was the answer. So, this is a weird looking move. Because they can take my queen two different ways now. But I can take their queen. Which I'm going to do. And that's the end of the puzzle, basically. So, it took me a while. This is I guess at a high level, it's probably an obvious move. But at a low level, this is a non-obvious move. Because it feels crazy. Like your king is just, or your queen is going to get demolished on the next move. Now, if they could do something else, like, okay, their queen is being attacked here, they could just move it away as well. But then in that case, I want a bishop here. And, you know, like if, for example, if they move the queen here, for example, probably, I'm guessing, without looking at what the computer is saying, something like here is strong, maybe. Is that strong? I would again have to think a lot. Here is actually maybe strong because we're attacking the rook. So what does the computer say? The computer says queen takes a7 check. Queen takes a7 check. Oh, yeah. So if I thought about it much, I would realize, okay, you can take here. Then the king takes here. Queen a8 check. Okay. The king is seriously getting in trouble here. And actually, this is checkmate. So the knight is also hitting the square, which allows our queen to come in. And we sort of, what's the word? We pry open the king's position. They get sort of pulled out into the open, and then they get checkmated. Prying, if you don't know. I have spent half my life in other countries, so I am aware of the idea that I'm sort of aware when I use advanced vocabulary. Prying is like, if you have this kind of thing, for example, this is a crowbar, and you, like let's say a door is stuck or something's stuck, you pry it open. Maybe, sorry if you already know the word, but I just thought I'd explain it. So we're kind of prying open, the king, we're pulling him out in that line. He's coming out, and boom, checkmate. So yeah, so it's just a strong series of moves. Tan mai tran ti hai ka ni ka. I don't know any Vietnamese. I studied a little, really just a little. How do you say America? Mi guo? Mi nhok or something? Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I did any Vietnamese. This looks like immediate checkmate. Black to move. So here's a check that looks strong. Now we can distract the queen, or distract the king rather. We go here, they come, actually I thought they were gonna go there, but so we just win the queen like that. So because we're checking, they have to deal with this threat. If they come here, I'll come here, checking again, and then they go back, for example, and I take this way, or actually I would take this way, and then it's checkmate. So so they can't move here. Sorry, they can't move here because it's still check. So they take the rook, and I take the queen. Yay, I win the queen. So here, so my pawn is looking close to promoting. That's nice. So if we could trade a lot of pieces, might be good. I do not really see the idea yet. We can attack the knight. I'm not sure if that accomplishes anything. Probably have to move back here. Actually, I think their knight is actually surprisingly sort of trapped. If I come here, so these moves, I will take it with the queen. If it moves here, I take it with the queen. If it moves here, well, we trade. This might be the idea. Otherwise, they can't move here because I take with the pawn. If they move here, we take with the bishop. So they move here, probably. Is that the answer, though? I don't know. Don't know if that's the answer. I can't think of anything else. You're an alive translator, actually. Nice. Hi sa. Hi sa, is that like hello? Let me bring up my Duolingo for Vietnamese. If anybody sees the answer to this puzzle, let me know. All right, let's see where I'm at with Vietnamese. So I'm still at the beginner level. But I'm just going to do this thing with the pawn. I don't know. I don't know if this is the answer here. It was the answer, but then we just trade? Is that it? Is there something better? We just trade? Oh. There's something here. Okay, so I think now here... So the idea here is that we are... we're pinning this queen. So, like, the king can't move away because I'll take the queen. The king is protecting this. But so their only real option to move the game forward is... So they can't move it away because I win the king and that they can't do that. So if they come here, I take back. That's the only way for them to move the game forward. But now with these two pawns here, I'm eventually going to queen. I'm going to promote the pawns. So that's just winning for me. So it's a little complicated of a puzzle. The answer is crying. Ciao. Okay. Toila, so I'm American, right? Toila Noemi. I am American. Okay. So white to move, so this is a check. Is it strong enough? We have this, is a very, if we move here, this is very strong. Immediate threats of checkmate that are hard to stop. Now they start coming after me over here. They don't have this move because my queen will be on this diagonal though. So here possibly, and then after this, oh, yeah, they're giving us up already. Okay, that's the answer. Black to move. So this is an interesting kind of puzzle. I can block the check and check the king at the same time. So I think that's the answer. I like those puzzles. And here, let's see, do I have this move, I think? Because this is an X-ray. Again, this rook indirectly is protecting this square. And then after we take here, they have to block, and because it's checkmate. So, we're gonna go here. Take. Checkmate. This is Australia. So that's where I'm at with my Vietnamese. All right. Black's move. This rook is stuck. That's cool. I like that. That's very nice. Now the king is so awkward. I think we just move this king here because we have this amazing threat of checkmate on the next move, and this pawn is covering the square. It should be unstoppable. They can do silly moves like that. Doesn't matter because we're checkmate. Can we attack the king? I don't know, but we can take here. This my knight is pinned. I think we might take here first, maybe. I'm not sure about this one. We take, and I think that this is now looking strong. Or we just take. No, we take here. We just take. Those ones are a little complicated. It helps if you've played a lot of chess and then you kind of see, you know from experience, like, oh, if this were a chess game, you know, I would take the pieces in this order. There's a lot of situations where the question is really about the order of taking. Now here, we have interesting, this is called a discovery, where you move your piece out of the way and you're attacking. So we call this a discovered check. Now I can do this in many different ways. Anywhere I move the knight, we have a discovered check. So a beginner might think, well, I can take here, you know, but the problem with this discovered check is that actually they can just take my queen. So what I'll do is I'll do a discovered check and I'll block their bishop at the same time. And they're basically getting checkmated here because because this bishop is here stopping them from moving away. The queen can come here, and then we checkmate on the next move, and that's it. Okay, so their king is a little bit tight. They don't have a lot of squares. If I had a rook, I could come in and checkmate, but unfortunately I only have a queen. So there's not a lot of... I'm not going to be able to checkmate this king here. That's just not possible. Now, it's possible that the idea here is just to take this pawn. They will take my pawn, probably. I'm not sure about this one yet. I'm going to try chess tomorrow. It's becoming interesting for me, I think. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'd recommend it. You can go on chess.com and start playing there. Or just Google, like, play chess online or whatever. There's websites. So I don't know the answer to this puzzle. It's not that. What other ideas were there? I don't know. Maybe... So this move is nice because I'm threatening checkmate. The queen is kind of too far away to protect in any meaningful way. Like, they could come here, I just take. And so the knight comes back to protect the square to stop the checkmate. Then I just take it. So I missed that. Yeah, no problem. Not sure if taking does anything here. Probably maybe this move first, giving check. Otherwise, I mean, I can, you know, I think we just take and then take. Take and then take. And then, yeah, it's simple. Okay, black to move here. If I take here, they take back. This check could be good. Oh, this is immediate checkmate. Let's do immediate checkmate. All right, so we have a pin on this pawn. Not sure if that matters. Meaning the pin, meaning that they can't move the pawn. If they move the pawn, the king is under attack, so they cannot do that. However, I don't think that matters for this puzzle too much. Well, I think just taking here is probably good. Take with the queen. Take with the queen is stronger here, and now we're pinning the rook and then checkmate. My mistake. Okay, this rook is hanging. Can take the rook. But that's not the answer, because we have an immediate checkmate. This is checkmate because of this bishop. So this puzzle is like testing people. Do you see there's a bishop here and that you can checkmate immediately? Because a lot of people are just like, oh, I free rook. It's checkmate. Oh, my bad. They can move. But now we take. My bad for calling it checkmate when it wasn't. This one, what's the idea? Somehow I have to win the queen. Because if I don't win this queen, like if this pawn were not on the board, this would be a draw. There's no way. Although, can I? No, I can checkmate. I can checkmate. Because the king is on the edge of the board. They can block and then it's checkmate. My bad. Black to move. I'm in check. We can block. I can move away. That's the question. Do we move away or do we block? We probably won't. So if we block, it looks like we're winning the queen, but then they come in here. But then I can promote. So we promote with check, I think? Or do I take the rook first? Wait. No, I think we promote this way, because this queen is pinned. Queen cannot move except if it takes here. But if I go here, they're gonna be winning like this. Okay, so here, I got it. Here, and then the idea is that if they take here, I take here with check, takes promotion, and this is winning for black. White to move. We could take the rook. Now the puzzle begins, because this was just obviously you need to take the rook. There was a question of which piece to take the rook with. So there was that question, I guess. I didn't even think about it. And now the real puzzle begins. And I think... Taking, maybe. Taking is a maybe. They just take back, though. What's the point? I don't know. Don't know. If this were a game, well, I'd be thinking about this move, hitting the rook, or sorry, the knight. But it's not a big deal. These are like the hardest things where you've already like gone through a couple moves in the puzzle, and so we're getting to a higher level. We're at 2000. Other moves that are tempting is this. Here. Oh wait, I see it. This fork with the bishop, so we're attacking and two pieces at once. Pretty sure, yeah. And the great thing is that, so we move this out of the way, they can take my queen, but my queen is protected, so. So amazing thing, I guess if you're a grandmaster, you would have thought, all the way here, you would have thought about everything. Maybe, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, it's important that this knight is protecting the queen. And I think going way back here, it's a little hard to see that. A little hard to see that. White to move. There's an obvious capture. There's a capture here. There's a check. That looks maybe nice. I think I like the check. Yeah, because we're looking to checkmate with the pawn, probably. Pawn coming up, maybe? It's not checkmate. They're escaping after this, but we win this rook. That's a nice little puzzle. White to move. So this looks really strong. We're threatening all kinds of attacks on the king, and we're threatening to take the bishop. Otherwise, we can take the bishop already. I like this a little more. We're also hitting the rook. This is just all kinds of pain for black. Do I want to go here first? Let's take the bishop because we're again threatening. Oh, we're not threatening the rook after that though. Order matters here. I'm not sure. No. Just take the bishop. Okay. King is weak along this diagonal. But pawn protects. We have the bishop to take, so I think that's the answer. Nope. Hasty. I was a little hasty. We gotta worry about this first, probably. No? Alright, what's the answer? I give up. Taking the knight. Okay. I was distracted and confused by the other moves. And we could take their... Yeah, let's do this. Then we take this with check first. This would be strong if it were protected. There's kind of a distraction idea, but still not good. This looks strong, but my rook is defended. Okay, so this is looking a little strong to me. But no, they take. What other ideas might we have here? This one's hard. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. I'm gonna refill my beverage here. Yeah. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, this is great. So Hi, I'm back. No, I went to get a, went to refill my beverage, but I didn't even get to do it. I'm a little confused though, because somebody reported me yesterday just because it's an obnoxious kid. And since then, and they have multiple accounts, so I think they reported me multiple times. And I'm getting a fraction of the views I would normally get. I've been streaming an hour and a half. YouTube says I have 11 views. This is just like really frustrating. This is crazy. And I kind of on purpose wasn't looking at the views until now. The first 40 minutes were 0 views. So thank God I wasn't looking. Yeah, this is crazy. It's going to take me some time for the channel to recover. It's just bonkers. So annoying. That's so annoying. I've been streaming more than an hour and a half, and honestly, I'm only gonna get 2 or 3 more views by streaming another 30 minutes. This is crazy. Unbelievable. Alright, I just have to stop. This is pointless. This is a waste of my time. It's really sad. But, I mean, I have other channels I'll work on, and I'm going to continue working on this channel, give it some time, and hopefully it recovers. But it's just crazy that one stupid kid can do that much damage when your channel is small like mine is. And there was nothing wrong with the content, just this kid was spamming with multiple channels. He has a ton of channels, and I can tell it's him. And he's just, because it's all kind of similar, I can tell. And he said he was going to report me because I started basically ignoring him because he's just obnoxious. Yeah, this sucks. Because this stream would normally have at least 30, but probably more like 50 to 100 views right now, normally, and we're at 13. Awful. Yeah, it's gonna take some time to recover from this. It's crazy. This is YouTube, you know. We're run by robots at this point. So I think in here, and then the rook was gonna come in. Very disappointing. But there's a lot of stuff I can do to improve. I was streaming the certain tournaments earlier that does better. The time of day, I do a different time of day is better, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things. It's just very disappointing. Yep, stupid kids, man. Okay, I was gonna go here, but the queen is protecting it. We have here, I guess. Yep, very obnoxious. That's sad. Alright, can we attack the king in some way? Well, that's not good enough. This is a weird looking move. That can't be fast enough, I don't think. This is a hard puzzle. This just can't be right. No. Okay. These are just solid natural moves. takes, and then you're sort of attacking both of these at the same time. They have no way to defend because you're hitting it twice, and they're protecting once. If they move away, then we checkmate. So really solid, strong, natural moves. When I say moves natural, just these, once you get experience in chess, these are sort of the quote-unquote obvious moves. And here I'll probably just take the rook. Black to move. Probably here. No. Okay, we're winning the bishop. So we have a check here, and this is going to be good. We're going to checkmate them because of this sacrifice. We saw this before. Knight is hitting these squares. Again, we have the discovery and blocking the threat. That's not it, though. We can also double check. Double check was stronger here. Now, do we take the queen? Maybe give check first. Actually, this is unstoppable, basically. They're going to get checkmated on the next turn. Okay, we can give check, but they come back. So this looks strong at first because you're forking. You're attacking two at the same time. But they have this nice move that solves two problems with one move. It solves the fact that their knight is hanging and vulnerable, and it blocks the attack against the king. So, but maybe that is the move, because we might have stuff after that we can do. I think there might be something better. This might be better because this is a fork here. I think that's probably better. Nope. Here? I think we just do this. Yeah. So they can't, the knight is pinned. The knight is pinned, meaning it can't move away because when we take the king. And yeah, they can't stop me from taking here. They can try to do this, but I'm protecting that twice. It's not going to work. We just take it. We have a big exam in Iran. Then you can go to university. It's really hard. I'm becoming a doctor. Oh, you're going to become a doctor? Wow. It's a big deal. I think I just studied for that 3 years ago and hope that this year is the last. Okay. So you're studying for the... Are you studying for the exam to become a doctor or to go to school? Is it the exam to go to school to study to become a doctor? Okay, this bishop is hanging. We can take there. Which one, though? There's someone else who comes on the channel sometimes from Iran who they just started university studying computer science. So I think when they started following me, they hadn't gotten accepted yet, but to go to university then study. Okay. So if you get accepted, how long is it from getting accepted to study and until you're actually at the university studying in Iran? Here we have a couple options for a double check. Again, the double check means that the king must move away. The question is which one, or is it a different move? We're going to go this way because we need to protect this square right now, because this is checkmate now, because we put the knight here instead of the other way. They would have this escape square. Okay, this looks like checkmate. Is that checkmate? Am I missing something? It's checkmate. And this looks extremely strong. The escapes here. Should be strong enough, I think. It's not here. Oh, it's that way. And, this interesting move. Obviously, I'm going to lose the rook, but the queen comes in. That's hard to see. To be in university studying. So, how long does it take from when you find out that you're accepted, that you can go to university, and from that time until when you're actually at university studying? Because if it's America, you apply to university like in the fall. You find out if you're accepted, I think, early the next year or maybe in the spring even. I don't remember exactly. And then you'll start in the next fall. So you apply like a year in advance. And you find out probably 6 to 9 months ahead of time. A few months, okay. Becoming doctor is 7 years. Wow. That's a lot of work. Lately I've been studying, so I've studied a lot of physics and math in the past. Lately I've been studying a bit of chemistry. I think I'm going to be studying a bit of chemistry. It's sort of just for fun. There's actually, though, I'd kind of recommend this. Let me see if I can find him. Hold on. Let me find something for you. So I'm just searching MIT chemistry. Avoid this. This is horrible. I hated this series. What you want... Oh, that's my opinion. You know, I'm sure you can learn stuff, but I think it's really... in my personal opinion, this is the worst series of lectures from a prestigious university that I've ever seen. I watch a lot of Stanford, MIT kind of stuff. So this is the guy. So this I recommend. This is an older series. This guy's fantastic. This is for chemistry, which obviously if you're going to be a doctor, you need to know some chemistry. And so I've been going through these. I'm like on lecture 3 or 4, and I love it. Now this is not organic chemistry. Obviously you're going to need a lot of organic chemistry. But there's a lot of resources for organic chemistry. But I love his passion. He has so much passion. There's a couple, when he talks about history, he talks about history of some of the physics and stuff. He gets some of the details wrong, actually, with the history of it. But that's true with professors in general in STEM fields. When they talk about the history of the subject, you have to take it with a grain of salt. They often make mistakes because they're not historians. So there's often there's stories that are not necessarily accurate that you'll hear, just in general, when it comes to the history. So be aware of that. But I think this is really great. Highly recommend it. Oh, and you can't go to another country. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, but I knew that's true. Isn't that true in general? These days in Iran, you can't. It's hard to leave, isn't it? I'm actually surprised I get a lot of viewers from Iran. I mean, don't take that the wrong way, but I thought that I didn't know you have free internet access. Like, like China, for example. I get rarely I've gotten like I have only one viewer that I know is from China, and I'm a little confused how they're watching me actually. Now I didn't get the details. They could be from, they could be from Singapore or Hong Kong or something, but yeah, it's actually surprising. Well, it's not surprising if you know how the internet in China works, but if you didn't know, well, then it's surprising that I get like no viewers from China. But yeah, it's how the internet works over there. They have their own things. But yeah, do you have to like do special things? Do you have to like use a VPN, or are you just able to access YouTube like normal? So I don't see this puzzle. I don't know. Maybe it's just about stopping this pawn from advancing. This is a gamble, but no. Oh. I missed it. Distraction, and we win the queen. Using a VPN, okay. Is that fairly common for people because they want internet access? Maybe that's what the Chinese are doing, but I think it's less. I'm just guessing it's not that common for Chinese. Maybe they're sort of satisfied with their whole internet thing because they got 1 billion people, and yeah, wouldn't be surprised if they're just kind of they're satisfied with how things are. I'm leaning towards this. If I move here, they're probably escaping. We don't want them to escape. A little tricky here. Probably this, and then yeah. So this is a good puzzle. If you think about it logically, you can figure things out, I think. But these are much less obvious moves than the easier puzzles. All right. King has this nice escape square in various lines, probably. So my immediate thoughts are about shutting down this whole diagonal. However, oh, they can't take because it's pinned. So this is actually checkmate right away. Yeah. No, really, we use VPN for so many apps. Telegram, Instagram, and YouTube. I see. Yeah, that's rough. That kind of sucks. That sucks, man. I mean, so it's like, it's illegal just to normally access the internet? Is what it sounds like. It's rough. Thinking here. Duh, I take the rook. Duh. You see strong moves sometimes, and if you're hasty, you don't. It's a mistake, but you don't take the time to think about it. I'm kind of going into autopilot here a bit. I want to get up to like 2300 if possible. So I'm not sure, this is a check, but I'm not sure if it accomplishes anything. This knight is looking a bit weak. It's only protected by the queen. Yeah, it is. Knight came from here, so I'm pretty sure it's not about this. What is the idea here? Ah, we can win the bishop now. No, they just take. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't see this one. This looks weird. I don't think that's it. Opens up to attack the bishop. So it's very smooth. Wait. We just go here and we're winning the bishop. Okay. We're winning the bishop. Good. Yeah, this is a common sack. Sack is sacrifice. Common sacrifice. Take the rook first, maybe, then take here, probably. I'm guessing. Do we take with the queen, though? Okay, we want a piece. King's a little exposed. This knight is hanging. But if we take here, they're attacking this twice. Now, actually, this looks really strong because it's a discovery on this checkmate threat, and they're in check. I don't think they can. I think they're going to get checkmated here. So we have this, and then they block, and then we checkmate. The creepy part is we are okay with that. It's becoming normal for us. I see. How long has it been like that where you have to use a VPN to access most of the internet? Now this move possibly is... No, they still can do this anyway. I think we're just promoting as quickly as possible. Now we have here, though. This is slowing their... So a lot of times in chess, both of you have your own ideas, sometimes on separate sides of the board. I have this clear plan here. They have a clear plan here. These, again, you can win whatever piece you want here. So you can... We win queens. But this move is just stopping things by a lot, because in order for the... Yeah, this is just stopping everything. They ideally they want their knight to be like here, for example, which is then protecting the square so that they can promote to a queen. They can queen their pawn. However, first of all, no, I don't want to take this because they will get a queen. But it actually takes 4 moves for the knight. For the knight to move to these other squares, it takes 4 moves. For example, here, 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 here would get there. So when you play chess, you start to remember, like, okay, it's 2 moves for them to get here, it's 3 moves for them to get here, and it's 4 moves for them to get here. So you start to identify, oh hey, the knight is here, and this is actually sort of a weakness. It's 4 moves away, it's 3 moves away to threaten the square. So like this is 2 moves away, but he's 1 move away from threatening those squares. Like this would threaten here, this would threaten here, etc., etc. So we kind of just remember these patterns. But anyway, we're going to queen here. This is looking dangerous, but I think we're okay. And black is winning in that position. 15 years. Okay, wow, yeah. Yep. We have a nice check here. I'm not sure what the follow-up is. First one YouTube and then Telegram. Okay. Huh, yeah. It is what it is, huh? World's a complicated place. But the Iranians I know are just amazing people. Really good friends. Persians, Persia, you know. So I'm not seeing the follow-up. I don't know, we'll just do it anyway. Possibly we just move somewhere where we're checkmating very soon. Like, how do we... you know what? Probably just here. Because they have no checks. We're going to checkmate on the next move here, I think. Well, okay, this is a good way to block. Successfully blocking me. Now we have this, maybe? This is complicated. They move here, here. It's getting complicated. I think that's the way, though. I don't know. Okay, they elected just to take it, and they're losing the queen. But this was interesting as well. So let's look. Let's see what that looked like. They move the king. Then was it? It's knight f7 check. Yeah, here they take with the queen, and then we have here, and then here, and then here, checkmate. So yeah, nice puzzle. Yeah. Well, most of the Iranians who are in America are, all of the ones that I know are from rich families, right? I think there were a lot of rich families that escaped. Right, so they're all rich and successful and smart. Yeah. They also kind of have big families, and they all help each other out, which is probably a pretty good thing. I don't see any checks. That makes sense. But I think targeting this square, that was my idea, targeting this square. What's the idea? What's the solution? So what's the idea here? Okay, we're stopping the queen from coming. This was a really tricky puzzle. 2200. So we're stopping their threat, that's all. Interesting. But very slowly. Okay, because we're going to go here. Probably, and eventually they are going to get checkmated. So this is hard to find this move, relatively speaking. If it were a game, I probably would, though, because your brain's working differently when you're focused on puzzles. If it were a game, in a game, I'm generally much more aware of my opponent's threats. You're always thinking about that. And with the puzzles, you're always thinking, like, what can I do? Because you're just... You have to consider your opponent's threats much more rarely with the puzzles. Black to move. Yeah, it's really important. So family is really important for Iranians. Yeah, I get that impression. So this looks strong, except that I would be losing my queen. So let's not do that. Actually, this looks strong. Let's do that. And we have this idea. Actually, the rook might want to come in later, but that actually gets blocked easily. Yeah. We go this way, and we're just checkmating like this. Checkmating like that. It's really important to my family, too. I wanted to be a painter. But my mom really wants me to be someone useful. I see. Yeah, it's a very common story, right? I think in America, so I think countries go through this natural evolution, right? Like in Japan, the older generation, so the people who are in their 60s and older, 60s, 70s, 80s, for their generation, they grew up, if you, let's say, I have to think, like, let's say you're in your 70s, so, well, anyway, that generation, they barely remember the war, like maybe when they were 5 or 6, they have some memories. But then, so in their first 20 years of life, like Japan was recovering, and so it's just very obvious, okay, you get any job you can, if you could, maybe a factory or whatever. And so that generation, it's this obvious, like, let's build up, let's get as much money as we can, take whatever job we can get. And then people who are more, let's say right now they're in their between 20s and 40s, they're a little less focused on money. I mean, Japanese people still are very much like, they care about a lot about the career and everything, making money, building, but less than the previous generation. And if you look at like Korea, South Korea is maybe, I think it's like 20 years behind Japan. So it's still, Koreans are like super focused on their careers. If you go to America, there's a lot more people who are kind of like wishy-washy. Like I'm part of the millennial generation, so people are like, well, I want to do music, I want to do art, So it's complicated because you have a lot of people who aren't succeeding. You have a lot of people who get degrees in weird things and it doesn't turn into any money. But America has so much money that they still survive doing this. But I feel like that's sort of natural sort of path as a country progresses. We could take here first. You have to be a doctor and painter in the same time. Oh yeah, that's true. But I mean, realistically, yeah, you're gonna be exhausted with work as a doctor. So it's just painting will be a hobby, right? And same thing in school. You're gonna be really busy, but it'll be a hobby on the side, right? And if you do it well, you can be successful with that. But it's hard. But yeah, and so in America, we have a lot of immigrants who come, for example, from Asia or other countries, and they still have very much this, got to be a doctor, got to be a lawyer, or whatever mentality. And I mean, that's good. I like that mentality because I think Americans are they're too wishy-washy, like doing the things that they want. And I'm a bit that way as well. I've done a lot of different things, kind of half-assed. And I don't have a career per se, although I easily could. Like I'm good at programming. There's all kinds of things I could do. Translation. But I just kind of like float around doing different things. Work as little as I can, which, yeah. We'll see how it goes. So I don't see the answer to this puzzle. Maybe it's this. The queen is still stuck. I have like an extra move where I can do some other shenanigans. Like I could maybe take here. I could take here maybe. I'm not sure. Not so good at painting, but it's okay. Yeah. Well, as long as you don't get totally burnt out, I mean, it's wonderful. Becoming a doctor is a wonderful thing. I wish I were as productive. Like another issue I have sort of insomnia, I guess. I've never been able to keep a good sleep schedule, really. And that's been a serious problem for me. So it makes the idea of becoming a doctor or running a business, like trying to be a CEO of a business or something, seems unrealistic to me. I mean, I'm fairly smart, but my sleep schedule has always been chaos. So anytime I try to do something, like I can manage it sometimes for a while, but eventually it falls apart. So I think I'm not well suited to those kinds of things. sucks. But I mean, like programming or translation, a lot of the work is more flexible time-wise. But if you're going for a career, it's still tough. Do I have to simply take the queen already? Take the queen now. Now we can take the rook. And then we kind of have this pin. And we're up a rook against a bishop. That was a complicated puzzle, but we worked it out. So that's good. Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Be a doctor, help a lot of people. Do you know the YouTuber Chubby Emo? I'll write it in the chat. So you can see the spelling. Chubby Emo. He does medical cases, and he's really popular. It's really good content. I'd recommend it. But Chubby Emu is like, he does a lot of the stuff that you see there is rare. Like, I think you see that a lot with like dramas that are about medicine and hospitals. You see all these rare things that are happening all the time because that's really interesting from a content point of view. But doctors, in reality, they have to focus on, you know, what are the most common things. Or I guess you rule out like anything that's extremely dangerous, hopefully, and then you just have to look at like what the common what's the expression? There's a cool expression. Something about like, we have some expression for it. Something like, if you hear the sound of hooves are the feet of the horse. If you hear the sound of hooves, you should think it's a horse rather than a zebra. Some expression like that. Yeah, that you can binge watch Chubby Emu. There's that's such good content. Really entertaining. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. So there are ideas of where we have this nice fork. However, let's see. They're protecting the square twice after the exchange, and I will be protecting it only once. Not sure that that's the answer, but we have ideas of. I think maybe we can make this work, because there's ideas of taking here first, and then we take. So we want a piece, I think. We're getting into more complicated puzzles because we're climbing. The rating is climbing. I started at 800 today, and my highest I've ever gotten is like 2,700. Puzzles are really hard at that point. So this looks really strong, but we're at a high level now, so maybe... yeah, I think I want to make this... And then... Putting a rook here is probably good. We've got threats, checkmate related threats in two different ways. Question is, which rook do we move? I think I'll move. It always matters with these things. It's not like you can move one or the other. There has to be. Oh, you know what? It's stronger to do this first, I think. Then move the rook. Probably do this. And it just says it's okay, because they're going to move over here, and then it really doesn't matter which rook you move over. So, okay, this looks strong. This also looks strong, but I think this is better. And we just probably checkmate here. That looks like checkmate. That was easy, actually. Potentially just forking. But it takes... Yeah, they just take it. They take it, but we have this fork here. We just take with the queen. And we're good. We won a piece. All right, so we have this beautiful check here, but we can also do it with the bishop. And I think that's stronger. If we can involve another piece, that's probably good. Because they're going to move, and we're actually going to checkmate them. King is obviously very weak here. We have ideas along this diagonal. There's also here, there's here. That's checkmate. Let's do the one that's checkmate. Let's do that one. So that was a 2100 puzzle just because you had a lot of options. Makes it harder. Oh, what am I doing? I'm checking my own king. Black to move. This is protected, this is protected. We gotta look at the checks first. Check doesn't seem to do anything. This one looks good. It's checkmate, right? Another 2200 one. They're mating. Checkmate in one move. This is checkmate here. Okay. Needed to think a little more about that. Would you recommend a movie that you like? I'm really bored. It's a really long night. I got trouble fever. What kind of movies do you like? I don't watch movies that often. Let me think though. Do you have Netflix? Movie I recommend. Have you watched Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul? Those aren't movies, but Breaking Bad takes a couple seasons before it really gets good. I'll think about it. Checkmate. You have Netflix. What did I see on Netflix recently? I have a terrible memory, so I've seen some good ones in the last year, I think. Netflix. A movie that you would think is terrible, but it's actually good, is The Last Samurai. Because, you know, you think like, oh, okay, freaking Tom Cruise being a samurai. That's not what it's about. Tom Cruise is not a samurai. The Last Samurai is someone else. But Tom Cruise is based on... I think he's based on a person that actually existed. Because, like, this is during the Meiji Restoration. There were Westerners who go in... like, Japan opened up, and they started learning as much as they could. So it's not... This movie is not really about, you know, Tom Cruise's character. It's about everything around it. So it's actually a really good movie. I didn't see this for a long time because I'm like, oh, God. Tom Cruise being a samurai? Like, that's offensive. but it's not like that. There's also another Japanese movie that's good, but it's very sad. Is Departures. So this movie, Departures, is very sad. Although it's in Japanese, so with the subtitles, you know, I don't know, like with the subtitles, if it has the same impact. But it's a really good movie. It won an award. It's a good movie. 4.9 out of 5. That's not so bad. That's pretty good. Not available. Okay. Oh, you've seen it. Okay. Yeah. Actually, the reason I saw The Last Samurai, I think, is because of this channel, History Buffs. He's the one that got me to actually see it. So he reviews a lot of history movies, and you can find some good ones in there. And of course, Narcos. If you haven't seen Narcos, Narcos is great. That's on Netflix. Should be. But yeah, I can't. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. Oh yeah, that's right. You like Japan, right? So I'd definitely recommend Departures for sure. Oh, Shogun. Yeah. My wife was watching it a bit. I watched a bit. It looked interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see it when I have time. See it more. She watched a few episodes. I'm not sure why she stopped. Maybe just started doing other things. Oh, that's not the move. That looks strong. Oh, there's stronger. There's a checkmate combination like this. Yeah. Oops. There's another one. I don't. So if you watch Departures and you if you like it, there's another thing you can watch online. So if you like Departures and you like it, that means that you like sad stuff. So this is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Almost every episode will make you cry, probably. So 1 Liter of Tears. It's a drama, and it's a bit old. But if you like sad stuff, sad stories, then, you know, that make you emotional. And actually, this is... So she has a terrible illness, this young girl. It's really sad. And it's based on a true story. And so she's in hospitals a lot, so you get kind of the doctor theme. Not everyone likes the sad stuff, but I like it. It makes me feel emotions, you know? Makes you feel alive. So this looks like a nice move. Also, just pushing these pawns forward looks strong. I think I like this bishop move because we're also protecting here. So as the puzzles advance, you get into more like positional stuff rather than strictly tactical. Okay, similar idea. Well, not really similar. Just lining up for the checkmate. Yeah, and you get a lot of puzzles where it's just about creating the checkmate threat. This is actually much stronger, probably. They have to move back. Yeah, this is probably winning because we go here and then checkmate. Yeah. Yeah, so depends if you like that or not, right? Depends if you're in the mood for that. But Departures also is very sad. I've cried many times with both Departures and... Actually, nothing from the West has come close to making me cry as much as Departures and 1 Liter of Tears. Japanese, they like the sad movies, I think. I think they like it. Okay, we can take here first, and then we do the fork, and we want a piece. Okay, now we just move back. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot of war movies. Possibly it's the sack. Maybe. I think this is strong. Building up for the checkmate. No. Take first and then... Okay. I missed the queen sacrifice. So I should buy a lot of... Yep. You're gonna need a lot of tissue. Oh no, I think we want to do this first. Because if we allow the queen to like romp everywhere, that's not good. We have to give a check, and then we're gonna fork, and we win the queen, and we're good. Yep. So this looks strong. Then we'll go here probably, but we got to think a little more about the other options. So we could just take the bishop. There's also this, which looks like checkmate, so that's good. We do that one. Here, this has got to be good, pretty good. That's good. Black to move, and this is a check that looks pretty strong. This is also, well, see here they just block. So I'm thinking this looks a little stronger, because if they block here, we're winning. We got it. Got a check there. Probably good. Possibly here. But maybe this, because we're keeping our queen on this diagonal. Let me think. And then probably here. Yeah, this threat was so strong that they gave up their queen. Because they can't stop. It's the only way they can stop checkmate. Okay, have a good one. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Hope to see you again. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You just take the bishop. Oh, I didn't see that the queen is protecting the knight. I missed that. Occasionally make a silly mistake. This doesn't look right because they take it. This check might be powerful. We can take the knight. We can check. That looks bad. Just take the knight, I think. Just take the knight. Now the real puzzle begins. So they're threatening checkmate. We can come back and protect it. We can make our own threats. If we make our own threat, we are hanging our rook. And I'm not sure after takes, check here, check, maybe blocking, check, but there's no checkmate. And then I can't stop this threat. But maybe we do this first, takes, and then just go back. No, see, I'm losing the rook. So I'm going to go back. Feels weird. Okay, that is the solution. We're getting into the weird puzzles. It's not objectively weird. It's just unlike all the puzzles we've been doing up until now. None of them have been like this. So we're learning. We're getting into the higher stuff. White to move, and I thought this was a queen for a moment. That's crazy. We're promoting. I have to promote. That looks so... Oh, no. My brain is starting to malfunction after 2.5 hours. But I think... Let's trade off the queens and then just do this. No. I had stronger. Threatening checkmate. Okay. Because this looked very scary. So it's hard. I'm surprised this is only 1900. This looks scary. I'm gonna check. Oh, my brain, the pawn was going this way. This is something that happens. In my brain, the pawn was going this way. Wait a second. But I knew that this... What's going on? Yeah, 2.5 hours and my brain's malfunctioning. Oh, jeez. Alright, this looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Do we take care? Then the knight. Then the knight. And we have like a... Yeah. Checkmate on the next move. No, not that. I have a strong looking check. We have ideas at some point of maybe this, maybe. And we can take first and then do it. This check seems potentially a little pointless. They just protect. So I think we're going to take and then fork. This looks very strong. I don't know, because check and then they come back. Oh, sorry, they can't come back here. Instinct is to do this right away, but we have other ideas. No, it's take. Take of the pawn. Yeah, and I was thinking, yeah, h5, but I thought, okay. Then b6, queen b6 rather. Queen b6, and now I've just wasted too much time. So, taking, and this is a big threat already. You know, we had a similar puzzle. Actually, no. I'm guessing here. Escape square here now. I gotta stop that somehow. Don't I? Or... I don't know. What do I do? Maybe... not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this one's about. I didn't see it. Then back. Wait. Isn't that where it came from? No, wait. Oh, it came from... Okay, I made a mental error. Yes. My mental error was that I was thinking... I didn't consider this move because I thought I was going back. Mental error. Thought the knight had come from there. So I missed the move completely. Okay. Nice diagonal for the queen. This is a check. Does it do anything? Not sure. Knight is awkward. Bishop is hanging. Check here, maybe. Probably missing something obvious. I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. I'm going to stop, actually. So thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.